are you? I'm Sage, for those of you who don't know me. So, the ones who don't know me, the first thing you notice about me is probably this wheelchair. And that's okay. That didn't used to be the first thing you'd notice about me, mostly because I wasn't in a wheelchair. What you used to notice about me was how freakishly tall I am. When I'm standing, which lately is rarely, I'm 6'4", so that's tall. So before I became the girl in the wheelchair, I was the tall girl. In 6th grade, I was already 6 feet tall. That's right about the same time I grew breasts. Consequently, I became pretty popular with the boys, especially at the dance, because, you know, the boys came up to like right around here. There was another consequence as well. When you meet a 6-foot-tall female person, I wouldn't call myself a woman yet because, you know, I was in 6th grade. You probably assume that that's an adult, and you treat her accordingly. This was confusing to me. For example, I'm at a music festival, and a guy approaches me and asks me if I want him to buy me a lemonade. And I'm like, awesome! Because I don't have any money because I'm in 6th grade. So then he asks me a bunch of questions and tries to chat me up. Eventually we get around to how old we are. And he's like, I'm 19. And I'm like, I'm 11. And he's like, I'm so out of here. Now I realize that he was a very smart man. But at the time, I thought, I wonder where he went. He must have been really late for something. He was a really nice guy for buying me that lemonade. When I finally start to look my age, the extra attention becomes expected. I mean, who wouldn't want to hit on me? I'm a tall, slender, able-bodied woman with big boobs. So I walk to the train, and as usual, I get catcalled. Hey, baby, look at you. Hey, girl, let me see how long those legs are. And I'm like, yeah, let me see you try. Little do they know that on my back I'm holding thousands of dollars worth of German steel knives that I use in my job as a line cook. No one can mess me up. I like it though. I take full advantage. I go from lemonade to beer. I mean, who doesn't like free beverages? Who doesn't like intimidating other people? Then, when I'm 30, I suddenly get sick. The sickness I have is multiple sclerosis. It sucks. One of the first things it takes from me is my ability to walk around. Hence, this fashionable chair. I mostly use this chair in order to get from point A to point B because I got tired of falling and breaking my wrists. That happened a lot. Now I don't break my wrists anymore, and that's okay. However, the chair comes with a lot of side effects. People treat me very differently now. I might still get called honey and sweetie, but not by admiring men. Rather, the attention comes from, like, well-meaning people. It's usually wrapped in some kind of excessive niceness. When I'm out in the world doing everyday mundane tasks, the strangers talk to me the same way you'd talk to a 6-year-old who has just skinned their knee. A strange woman comes up to me as I'm shopping at the supermarket, and she looks down at me and says, "Oh, sweetie, you are so brave, so strong." I don't know her, and I have no idea what she's talking about. So I ask, "What do you mean?" She taps the wheelchair again and says, "So brave, so strong." I say, "Lady, I'm just trying to buy some garbanzo beans." But I guess she's trying to be nice. Does this bitch know who she's talking to? I can take a side of beef down to primal cuts, and I can use a bone saw. Buying a can of garbanzo beans hardly qualifies as an act of courage at that point. Once again, I'm not being treated my age. But this time, instead of people acting like I'm older, they now treat me like a child. No one, however, seems to be hitting on me as much as they did when I was 11. The chair unsexes me. Maybe it's because the D cups are no longer noticeable? At any rate, one of the better romantic prospects I've had recently has been a guy staying in the same hotel as me. He was missing a tooth. His wife kicked him out. That's why he was in the hotel. He gave me the beautiful line of, "You're pretty hot for a wheelchair." Which, I guess that's a compliment, but it's not okay. I still take advantage of the situation though. This time, instead of getting free lemonade or free beer, I get several shots of top shelf bourbon. It's a taxation, really. So, here I am. I finally get to be treated like the child that I was when I was 11, but it's a little late. I'm not really sure if I ever get to be a grown-up again, but I hope so. And by the way, guys, I'm still a big fan of free beverages and positive attention about my breasts. So you can come see me after the show if you can roll with that.